welcome, Taurus, to your chakra reading for March. Hope you guys are doing great out there. Okay, guys, we're going to be looking at this chakra system with this energetic theme going on here. The chakra card that's come forward is setting that spiritual tone for the reading and showing where your energy may be activating, healing, or asking awareness right now. And you have this beautiful throat chakra, obviously located in the throat area. And this is saying, hey, this is where your communication, truth, and expression is. And it's time to use your words, right? It's time. Something needs to be spoken. Something needs to be clarified. It needs to be expressed honestly between you and someone, right? It can also point to finding out the courage to really feel like this is what needs to happen. So sometimes we have to find that courage within ourselves, right? To say, hey, this is what I need to do. So, and talking about that courage, but you do have the intention and the courage coming out with the grounded. So we're having this beautiful vitality coming out of the root chakra, really grounding yourself and then finding that intention to do so. So having that solar plexus coming out with that root chakra, I love it. That's showing the effort, right? So this beautiful numerology card coming out is saying that there is a required change in the air, and you're going to put something that you want to change through your words, right? With all of this dedication and effort and patience, right? So I do like that. It's time to transform this and commit to doing the inner work, right? Or the outer work, whichever way. You do have the Queen of Nagas coming out for your oracle message here. This is where the wisdom and the emotional depth and intuition are actually really coming through. You're using this beautiful feminine power over here. It doesn't matter if you're male or female, right? Because the Queen of Nagas can represent someone who understands hidden emotions and those deeper truths. So really digging deep over here with this communication of what it is. This is really going to heal and transform what's beneath the surface so that you can communicate this, right? And really set that chakra right back into running smooth for you, not feeling like you're blocked, right? So I do like this. So if you really kind of combine these things together, it's kind of saying, hey, look, there's a deeper understanding here, and someone might be realizing this honest communication needs to be done. And then you can have this conversation in order to create the movement and transformation that's needed, right? If they're coming towards you and they're like, hey, we have to have this talk, and you're kind of hesitant, now you can feel like, you know what, I am going to express myself. I have the wisdom and the patience to do so, and I'm going to use this dedicated effort to get clear about what it is I need to say without holding back, right? I'm going to hold back no more. Sometimes we just don't really feel like we can communicate something to someone. And so it kind of holds us back and makes us feel like, well, you know, how am I going to express my truth to someone who's not listening? Right? Well, you just have to kind of step forward, right? Okay, Taurus, let's see what else we have here. Let's get some overall cards. Speaking their truth. Yep, it could be something that has to do with your family and something that has to do with the past repeating itself. Absolutely. So it does feel like you may have closed down to this family member, to this person, because you just didn't see any milestones. You didn't see anything happening. It was just the same repetition over and over again. And it's like the past just keeps repeating itself. Are they listening? Right. And so it does feel like you may be holding back over here about what's going on within the situation. But now you're going to say, you know what, I'm going to step up to the plate, whether you're listening or not. I'm going to dig deep. I'm going to dig deep in this situation. So feeling a little more secure within the situation where it once felt not secure. So I do feel like you are going to move away from this old emotional pattern of not opening up and then really speaking honestly. And you need to, right? To balance that chakra. Because that's why we have a throat chakra. That's why we have a tongue to speak, right? So it's kind of like I need to speak honestly about something that no longer feels stable and aligned, but it just feels like you are approaching it with wisdom and compassion rather than reacting maybe from some old wounds and some old ways that they were doing things, right? It's like they don't want to listen. That's too bad. Now they're going to listen whether they like it or not because I have something to say, right? That I'm going to choose my words very wisely about how it's going to be said. I like that. Okay, let's get another card. The Fool. Wow. So the Fool comes out to make you understand that this movement where you're honestly and emotionally aware of what's going on is pushing you to the next level. This could actually causes a personal growth. It causes a growth and a new renewal within this relationship, whatever it is, whether it actually renews it for the best or not, but at least you're getting your words across. You're getting your honesty out there. Will it fix itself? It's going to be different for everyone, but at least it feels brand new. At least we can start now on the same page, whether or not it's coming together or not. At least it's not out just being hidden and not spoken. Everybody knows their truth. Wow. Now, because before you felt like it was like in shackles and you felt like you couldn't express yourself. So no matter what, it does feel like, and you got the moon too, that's crazy, hidden. So at least now you're getting those words out that you've been trying to say this whole time. And I do feel like they're actually listening. So if you felt like, you know what, I'm just going to waste my breath. No, because whatever awareness that you're bringing forward, they're actually listening now. Okay, so let's get an angel card and see what's going on over here. Angel message, please, for the beautiful Taurus. Speaking their truth and aligning their chakras. Lessons learned, 999. Results, benefits, reflection, and completion. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to remain optimistic and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the power of heaven have your back. You made it and the reward goes to you. I like that. Because at the bottom it says 10-10, it's up to you. And that's interesting. It's like 9, that's like the ending. 10 says we have something that's left before we can get to the Fool. It's over. It's done. Right? So it says we're done with this. Trust in the process. Keep going forward. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, resources. And in this area here, we're talking about the appropriate awareness, intuitive process. Like, I'm going to say it this way. And it works. Wow. You're getting your point across the right way, and they're actually listening, not blocking you out. Amazing. Okay, guys, until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.